Hello, I'm the Ferry, and you're watching Underground Yugioh with Spidey and Kisame.
What's up, guys? It's me, Spidey, and just giving you guys a quick update on the channel. Sorry that there hasn't been a group video between me and Kisame. Right now, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. He's moving, I'm moving, and normally we record our videos in bulk to avoid these type of issues from coming up. But this most recent time we were supposed to record, he got sick, so that we couldn't record, and now we're both out of videos. So it's like now me and him are just probably gonna end up doing some individual videos for this month, and then we're gonna record sometime later this month, so that way we get back on regular schedule. Cause he's moving this month, I'm moving next month. Nothing like that's gonna really mess up the channel, but I'm gonna give you guys another Master Duel video. Last week I recorded off my PlayStation. That's probably why my audio sounded a little bit weird. This time I'm gonna do it from my phone. So I know, like it's much better. Hopefully the only thing it'll really affect is the actual video playing of the duels itself. Me in the cameras should be fine with the audio. But last week I was showing you guys I had got up into a 17 game win streak with my Celtic Guardian deck on Master Duel. Eventually the Celtic Guardian deck, it runs its course, it hits that ceiling. It definitely hits that ceiling. But I have a couple of duels from the end of last season that I do want to show you guys that my Celtic Guardian deck was putting in that work. Show you guys that, and then for the next week, maybe we'll move on into what I'm doing with new decks and what I'm trying to do with this season. Or maybe I'll do like another discussion type video. If anything, let me know down below in the comments of what you see me talk about. Just regular things going on in Yu-Gi-Oh! You want to see me talk about. So, in the meantime, let's get into the duels. So the hardest thing for me to do right now is I'm trying to get this video up by 5 o'clock like I normally do, and right now it's 4:07. So this is my Celtic Guardian deck. I'm going up against Fiendsmith, obviously, because that's what this whole thing is running about now. So we're going to just fast forward through the Fiendsmith play because we all know what that's about. I have no negates in my hand, so he's just going to be able to get his plays off anyway. So there's no point in me even trying to get off any type of like, I don't have to explain what Fiendsmiths are trying to do. So he's getting to his Fiendsmith plays. He's getting to the one that gets into the, what's the name of this one? Sequence. And Sequence which brings out the fusion. So I always call him, I get the two names mixed up between the link summons. He gets into his bigger monster, Desiree. I take 1200. He's building up his field. He has his little negates. He has his face down. Now it's my turn. I get into my plays, and that's what I like most about this deck. It's a 2-card combo, but so many other cards search out of those 2 pieces that you need. So even when you negate it, I still have other plays. So even though I wasn't able to send the Phoenix Gearfree to the graveyard, there's still other ways to get Phoenix Gearfree onto the field. So once he tries this infinite perm, boom, just bring it out that way, and then bring out the Mausoleum. They use Mausoleum to bring out the other one, the Joy Springs, basically, and use Joy Spring Sword to bring back Gearfree, to then summon Gearfree. So yeah, like there is a main streamline way of getting Gearfree out to get that play off, but there's other ways to get to the play. The only thing that is a little bit more harder is you have to worry about Nibiru, but most Fiendsmith players don't play Nibiru. So, or they only play one copy of it. It's very hard for them to like, yeah, I'd rather bank on it. If I'm going to lose, go out swinging, get my plays off. So I still get to build out my ideal board, and I get to take his little Fiendsmith monster, summon my guy out, and as just my little contingency plan, I put Moon Mirror Shield onto my Gearfree, which I find really, really funny, because with Gearfree, oh, and that's another play that I love too, because not only do we have Emperor Charles as a negate, you also have Charles, the other Charles in the graveyard, so that way he can always come back as another pop. So as like another version of interruption outside of his own negate versus Gearfree's negate, and then with Moon Mirror Shield, it has that battle protection. Go back to playing. So he tries to call Bob, we negate it. I bear my card to pop off, just trying to get rid of his normal summon. He still gets his triple tactics out to attack my monster to blow out Charles, so that way I lose my negator, but his field is wide open. So I think I just summon. Oh, because I know what I wanted to do. Because it's a Celtic Guardian deck. And in some way or another, I'm summoning Celtic fucking Guardian. God damn it. So Celtic Guardian's on the field. Then we get up Noble Arms of Celtic Guard. We getting them all out. Come on. We're summoning them out, guys. And then I just wanted to win with Celtic Guardian. I didn't need Gearfree. We wanted to win with Celtic Guardian. That's all I really wanted at that point. Yes, it's overkill, but it is what it is. So that's game 1. Moving on to game 2. So moving on into game 2, I'm still going first. I think that other duel I went second, and I still got the win off. So this duel I get to go first, and I still don't have the most ideal hand, but I do have the pieces that I need to get to my card out, but then he uses Max C. I'm not able to do the full play, so I said I'm going to play a little bit slow when it comes to this. So I just summon my monster, I Moon Mirror Shield, and then I have my Imperm. So I'm just going off the advantage of he has to play with a lesser hand, and then I also have Battle Protection, and I have 1 interruption. And just hopefully I could do something with that. I wasn't really planning to win, but most decks don't really have anything against Battle Protection. So that was my plan. Now we can see he's getting off into one of my most favorite decks in the world to face, Horus. Jesus Christ. I don't like Horus at all. Anybody who knows me knows I hate Horus. So once he starts playing Horus, I'm sitting there like, oh my God, he's getting his plays off. And I thought maybe if I could wait and then he gets to the vampire thing and then I can maybe use that on the, but nothing. There was no way to interrupt it. But then he summoned Light Darkness Dragon. I was like, that's a weird play. But okay. I know I used to play Light and Darkness Dragon for years. I know the key to beating Light and Darkness Dragon is just keep activating effects. You only get 4 negates. I think you only get 3 or 4 negates. And once you get 3 or 4 negates out the way, he can't negate no more, then you're free to play. So after we reached that point, yeah, you're not negating nothing. But he still got his Call by the Grave to get my Phoenix Gearfree out the removed from play. That was like, I was trying to get to that. So he was able to break through that and get his Horus of the Black Flame Deity out on the field. But he has the top deck. He has no more cards left. So I'm a little bit more okay with that because I was able to pop his cards. Once you were able to destroy my Charles, I used... Oh, well, he tried to target Charles. I used Charles to get him out the way to bring the other Charles out to the field so he could destroy that. So that way I can still search a resource to the field. So now with that play being done, now I have moves to play. Oh, damn. Then he uses Solemn Strike to kind of block me. But that's perfectly fine because I know that if I use my original sins to bring out Renard can help me bring back my Phoenix Gearfree. Now I have Phoenix Gearfree with 2 negates. Well, 1 negate, basically, with 2 materials. He has nothing. That's what you get for summoning Light and Darkness Dragon and going for the worst parts of a pure Horus deck, you bum. So, now I'm going first again. So, in this duel, I already have Perulia and I have Fuaras. I think... Oh. Because he did that play, I didn't want to summon anything. Because I said, most of these duels, which is so crazy to me, were the fact of... I was just playing it the way how I saw best. I'm like, let me just play this game, not trying to win, but just like, all right, I went into every game because I'm playing Celtic Guardian and Noble Knights, I went into every game thinking I'm not going to win. So let me just play the way how I like to play anyway. That's how I went into most of these games. So you activate Max C, and I couldn't get my players off anyway. You're probably going to disrupt me. I should have did that during my draw phase. I messed that up by not doing that. But it wouldn't have mattered because he has Called by. So it wouldn't have mattered when I activated it. So let me speed this up. So at that point, I'm thinking, well, I'm screwed. So it's Cashteras and what? What are we playing today? What's going on here? Cashteras and Snake Eyes. I have this deck. Well, I've played this deck before, so it's fine by me. But at both my Mochamis, I got 1+ off of it, but it's only from the hand, not from the deck or the extra deck, which I really, really wanted. He's going into the Snake Eyes lineup. I don't really need to explain. Excuse me, sorry guys. Masquerena, so the Little Knight setup. We get it. Oh, Promethean Princess, the Flame Lord Queen. Into the bigger monster. Oh my God, not the Salamander, Great Phoenix. And then attack. And then attack. He did not win. And now you gave me a turn. And you have your full board set up. So I go for my search. I make sure I activate my Maxi as he gets his play. So that way I get to my extra draw with my search. He's still removing my cards from playing. That was the one guy I didn't want him to get rid of because I needed that. You're getting rid of my resources, sir. You got rid of a Zold, now you got rid of the other one. The other ones were I really needed. But there still plays, I think. Oh, did it again. Appaloosa. Oh no, more negates. Whatever will I do? But Maxie's doing it. Won't he do it? Summon, please, go ahead. Maxi negate. I mean, that negate, that negate, which I predicted, but do my ability so that way, and then that negate goes straight into my number 27, Dreadnought. Dreadnought can prevent destruction. I get my more plays off, and then I was going to go into my Great Mount. He knew what was coming. Okay, we're getting into the next game. I'm going second. I have to me, like I said, everything, and when I look at because I played this deck so many times, I look at this deck as more of a, let me pause right here. I look at my Noble Knight deck like, I need my two pieces. You need Ogier and you need Renaud. Like, those are my two combo starters. That is my two. Like, everything else is like pieces to get it. So you have your searcher for that. Then you have your searcher for the sword. The sword can bring out Renaud. Like, everything is another piece to get to the main piece of what I really want to get that helps me get to my main combo. All right, back to the game. All right, he's playing tournaments. I don't really have much for tournaments. All I have is my little one card, but he didn't do anything for me to do it. So I have to try to work around this, get my Ogier to the hand. We want to summon Ogier. If he has any interruptions, we want that to be the interrupter, but he didn't. So because I drew Phoenix in the hand, let's do it anyway. Get my sword off to go into my play, but he has his card turn my monster face down, so I wasn't even able to get my search off completely. But I do have another card in the graveyard, so I should still be able to summon my Phoenix Gearfree and equip it with my guy in the graveyard, so then that way couldn't. Oh, I didn't summon my guy out because his tournament that he had, Rucalios, because it would have negated my summon. I didn't want that to happen. So I just said, I'm going to take my chances, and rather than be in the graveyard with my card face down. So that was a really good play by him. I wish I could have gotten around it, but I didn't, because like you said, that Scream, man, tournament Scream, that just, once you get the fusion off, it's like so hard to interrupt. That's why these cards are banned in the TCG. So these are things you have to deal with in Master Duel that you don't deal with anywhere else. And then he starts getting into the Fiendsmith combos. I'm like, well, your deck wasn't enough? Like, okay, but not mad at it. It is what it is. He gets into his plays. He goes into sequence, move the other guy, clown, take 1,000, performance trick, clown, boom, summon his fusion monster. Now you have both of your fusion monsters. He has all the cards he needs. And then he can do that again, go into Little Knight, so that way he can remove my guy from play, but he cannot attack directly if he activated it, but he didn't activate it. So I just have to take all of this damage straight to the fucking face. And that's game. This is the game that ended my 17-game win streak, y'all. So just want to show you guys that. And the win streak of almost getting to diamond rank with Celtic Guardian, this was what got in my way. That's what stopped me. It was more losses from there. The losses continued. But in this loss, I know that it's a loss, but in my mind, I'm going to pause it. There's a part in this game where I don't understand why I wasn't allowed to summon Gearfree. Was there an effect that was activated? I've watched this duel multiple times. I went back and tried to start, because I saved it on purpose, trying to figure out why was I not able to summon my Phoenix Gearfree at a certain point in this duel. But let's just get to that point. So I'm getting into my regular ideal. Get my most ideal hand. You go into the plays. You make sure Gearfree is the fourth summon. You equip it with Ogier, so that way you can get around the beer root and can keep getting your plays off. Boom. Easy, lemon squeezy. Go. Summon rolling. Boom. Bring out the other one. Go into Sir Charles. Go into Charles. Equip Charles. Go into Sir Charles. Boom. Sir Charles brings back Charles again. Then you use Mausoleum to summon Charles. Then you equip Charles again. Then you remove Charles again to summon that. I did have the opportunity to special summon again, but I didn't want to because I wanted to equip and use that ability again. So now, boom. So this is my ideal end board. You have a monster negate, you have a 1 spell negate, 2 spell negate, 3 spell negate. Well, technically it's 3 because you have, but 1, 2, 3, and then 4 interruptions, along with the Roland that's in the graveyard who can quick play summon himself as an interruption. So that's my most ideal hand with this deck. And that's how I typically try to play it. And then I just got more materials at the end. So my field is already like swarmed up, but I know I have to cost one each time, so it doesn't mind. Boom. That automatically negates that, but it doesn't remove it from the field. For Sky Strikers. Oh my God. Sky Strikers, he goes in his card. This is where I know I messed up. I should not have activated my Sir Charles' ability. I wasn't paying attention to which one he targeted. I should have been paying attention, because I would have let that card go off, it wouldn't have got the secondary effect, because he didn't have 3 spells in the graveyard at the time, as you guys can see. He doesn't have 3 spells in the graveyard, so he wouldn't have been able to get that second ability off, and it would have just not went through, because that Charles was already protected because it had no gear attached to it. So he wouldn't have been destroyed. I thought he was going after the one that didn't have the gear on it, and that's why I activated the effect, if that makes sense. But we're going to go back into the plays. He goes in Heavy Storm. I negate that. Because I was like, how many spell cards could you have? But forgetting it's Sky Strikers, all they do is activate spells. The deck is like 15 spells. So even with the Regeki, it still protects me a little bit, because I don't have to worry about my monster being destroyed by card effect. But oh my God. He still cleared my board. All of those interruptions, he still cleared it. But now, mind you, I don't have anything. How do I return back from this? Boom. Activate that. I move this. He goes to Max C, which already kind of gets in my way now. So I summon this. So I know when I summon Ricotata or Ricardetto, I call him Ricotata, let me think of the Pokemon. I know that when he's summoned, I can only summon Fire Warrior monsters. So I already know this locks me out of Promethean Princess from my extra deck. I'm aware of that. I'm aware it locks me out of a lot of options. I'm perfectly okay with that. Get back into the play. I use that to bring back my springs. I call it Joy's Arm Spring. Go into Azold. Azold to search. Boom. I search out Obnoxious Celtic Guardian because I know the card that you search can't be summoned or activated. So I just go for a random card that I know I don't even need to think about right now. So boom. Joy Springs to bring back my guy. And this is why I was messed up, because Joy Springs in the graveyard, Fiend's Giftfree's in the hand. I was not able to summon Giftfree at all. And I'm like, is this like a glitch? Like, if anybody could comment down below, let me know why that this card's effect was not able to go off. It would mean a lot to me. So just let me know what was played that doesn't let me do that. Because I know when Typhoon is summoned, that locks that person from summoning. They can't summon for the rest of the turn. I'm aware of that. But nowhere in any of the cards that I activated do I see a flaw where I can't summon Giftfree. I digress. So I'm just trying to play around. All right, I couldn't summon that, so let me see what can I summon. I move this around. I move that around. And then I couldn't summon my Promethean Princess. And I was like, all right, well, let me just create fire. Let me just try to buy a turn. Maybe if I buy a turn, that'll help me get my card out. I should have destroyed this. I don't know how, but I should have destroyed it. Or maybe I should have used Charles to get rid of that after the first negate. Probably to bring that out just to get rid of that card. But yeah, he's gonna attack. I'm gonna activate this anyway because I finally can. But I know he's gonna activate his card. I said maybe I'll get something, but nothing. I knew nothing was gonna happen. Yeah, he brings out his big boss monster with the thing. He ends me, but I look at this as because I couldn't summon my Giftfree out, so I was just like bugging on why I couldn't do that. That's it, guys. Those are all the videos. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know why I was not allowed to play my. Let me know why I wasn't allowed to play my Fiendy's Giftfree. Let me know right now. I have 30 minutes to get this video up, so I will see you guys 2 previous videos, and hopefully Kisame will see you guys on Tuesday. See you next time.
Hey, this is Seno Kaiba. Listen, Kisame and Spidey, I just want to tell you something. You're both third-rate duelists with fourth-rate decks. Oh, and I play my Blue Eyes White Dinosaur.